Hello. Okay, guys, I think I am audible. All right. So, hello everyone. This is me, Harshal Jain, aka Viraj, and today we are going to complete this project. I guess there are a few things which were left in the responsiveness part, and rest everything was completed. Hi, Bernard Gomes. How are you? Okay. All right. So, before moving on, I'll show you where is the source code, and then we can start with the coding part. So, in your browsers, you just need to visit github.com/virajj014. Okay, so github.com/virajj014. So this is my GitHub profile. You can visit this one and you can follow me. In the repository section, you'll find the Fit Grocery repository. So you can visit this repository and you can also mark it as a star. If you don't find the repository, by the way, so if this is the situation, you can simply search the name here because I am a frequent GitHub updater. So maybe in future you don't find this at the top. Okay, so you need to search it. If you don't find this repository, and here is the source code which I have completed till yesterday. All everything is available, and today whatever we are going to do is going to be uploaded here. All right, so you can check out this one. And one more thing, this is the link for the live URL, so you can visit this one. I have hosted this for free on Vercel, and if you want to know how have I hosted this, you can watch a playlist. I'll show you how you can host this on Vercel. Just a minute. So this was the code which we have covered till now, and it was completely responsive, so it works well. All right. So today what you have to do is we need to focus on the profile section. That means I want to make it responsive. Okay, profile section. If I take you, suppose I'll view it in mobile, it's better to watch in that. And here you can see homepage was responsive. Then we have the about page. So you can see that about page is also responsive. If I view it on mobile directly, iPhone SE, okay, smaller device. So here you can see, yeah, it looks good. So similarly, you can make your own designs responsive, but yeah, you have to watch my previous videos if you haven't, because this was all done before. All right, so in the categories section, we have a few categories, and in the contactor section, you can see that the contactor section looks like this. This was also done in last video. Then we have a few more section, like in more section, we have FAQ. So this is the FAQ section. It works fine. You can see that, yeah, the op this drop down opens up and closes. All right. So this was it. And then we also had another section named as privacy policy. So it's same. Similarly, we had another section named as terms and conditions. So this was the terms and conditions section. All right, so you can see that everything is working fine, everything is responsive. Now we need to focus on the user profile section. All right, so if I visit on user profile section, so you can see that, yeah, it's pretty much bad. So how can I fix that? How can I work on this? So for fixing this, I'll be just changing some responsiveness part of this code. All right, so let's see how bad it becomes from where it becomes. All right, so you can see that when we are at 900, it looks fine. But once I reach below 900, it looks a bit collapsed. Okay, so we'll be working below 900 for this section. All right, so we'll see that, and I'll be just closing this for now because I'll be opening it with my own code. But yeah, if you want to if you want to see that what's happening, you can check out this live URL. Okay, it will be shown there also after we end this video and upload the source code. All right, so now we can continue. And one more thing, if you want to know where is the source code, if you want to know where is the previous videos available and how can you upload on Vercel, you can visit Geeks for Geeks development channel. Here you'll find all the sessions which I have taken till date, and in the playlist section you'll find reactjs projects. Okay, reactjs projects. Here you'll find everything, and this is the latest video. But yeah, you can check out the previous videos because if you wanna learn basics of reactjs, anything which is required for reactjs, you'll find in this one. including the whole code, how I made each component, how I made navbar and etc etc, how I transferred properties to each page, from one page to another, how I transferred routes from one page to another, and then I made the website responsive. So you can check out the whole playlist. It's very great. And if you want to learn React.js, I guess this project is pretty much enough for you to get started very easily. Okay, so you can watch this project, and now we can continue. All right. So in description, you'll find a link of a paid course by Geeks for Geeks. So if you want to purchase a course where you can learn full stack development using Node.js and React.js, okay, those of you who don't know what is Node.js and React.js, in full stack development, there's a term named as MERN stack development. So it's considered to be a title, okay, MERN stack developer. So if you want to become a MERN stack developer, you can check out that course. It's a paid course by Geeks for Geeks, and sometimes you'll get a discount also, so you can check out this one. And yeah, it's a paid one. All right, so now I'll open my source code from VS Code. Okay, so the source code is available here. I'll just open it here. Open with code. All right, so I'll just start it with npm start. Okay, guys, so now here you can see that the website is ready, and we needed to focus on the user section, user profile section. So if I view it on mobile, you can see that if I visit on profile section, everything was responsive, but in profile section, you can see that once I reach below 900, it looks bad. Okay, so how can I fix that? First of all, I'll say that if I reach before 900 pixels, I will take the whole space which I have. This extra space will be used. Okay, so how can I use that? Suppose I'll consider 1000, because yeah, from 1000 I can say we can consider this. Okay, so from 1000 pixel we are going to make some changes in this page. We need to visit the user profile section. Actually, in the pages, we need to visit the product. We need to visit the user folder. Okay, so user folder, user profile.js. Here you can see that we have the left section as user sidebar, right section as the other sections. Okay, so we need to target this left. We need to target this left, and we need to target this right. I have given this left as, you can see, this left has 20% width and this right has 60%. So now I'll fix that and make it something like 70/30 or something like that. Okay, so how can I do that? I'll just say that if I reach media screen, uh, I'll just say that media screen max width. Okay, below 1000 pixel, I want to make some changes. Okay, 1000 pixels. All right, so here you can say that this was the left section, right? So I'll just copy this, I'll paste it here, and let's make it I'll just make it 40 for now. Okay, let's see what happens. And I guess I haven't given some gaps, so I'll just remove this gap for now. Let's make it 45, or we can make it simply let's make it 30 for now. Let's see what happens with 30, so that we get an idea. All right, and one more thing, I'll just decrease the gap in between. The previously the gap was 20 pixel between left and right, now it will be 10 pixel. Okay, now let's see what happens. So as you reach below 1000, you can see that below 1000 it will take more space. Can see that it's taking more space. All right, so you can see that yeah, it looks fine, it looks fine. And I guess when I reach below 780, I think I must make it, first of all I must make everything center. You can see that first of all I need to make things in center. How can I do that? I'll just copy this again. First of all, just copy this again, and then if I reach below let's say 800 pixel, okay, 800 pixel would be fine. So here I'll say that, all right, so we need to use this property on which page? You can see we have a numerous number of sections here. Okay, this is the change password section. This is the your order section, and yeah, it's pretty much messed up. And then this is the address section, and then this is the legal notice section. So legal notice section is fine, but in address section you can see that yeah, we need to make it smaller. Then we need to work on your orders page. We need to work on change password. Then we also need to work on this one. So let's start with personal information so that it's better. So in the section, first of all, the section is account settings. Okay, account settings. So here you can say that first of all, below 800, I want to make changes. Okay. So what changes are to be made is we need to say that this form will be simply column. Okay, the items inside this form will be in column. Previously they were in a row, so that's why extra things will be going in next line. But now say things will be in column. Okay, once I reach this, and one more thing, I'll remove this wrap, and I want things in center. Justify content as center. All right. So let's see what happens is if I reach below 800, you can see that now they are in a column. Now they are in column. But I want one more thing. I'll just say that align items will be center. Let's see. Okay, now they are in center, and you can see that it's not taking the whole width. Okay, so now I'll be fixing this, and I'll say that the form group is actually taking some. You can see that it's taking 45% width. Okay, of the whole width. So I'll just copy this and paste it here. So that's how you can make any website responsive. It's very easy. All right, so let's say that all of the fields are taking now 95%. Okay, 95%. So you can see that 95% is this much. So you can increase this if you want, and I can say that yeah, now it looks fine. Let's do one thing. Let's make it 97% because I want more space. All right, 97%. Now go back again in the user profile section, and when you reach 800 pixel, I'll just say that it will be taking 40% and 60%, or I can say that both of them are taking 45 and 45. Okay, so just copy these and paste it here. First of all, remove the gap. Okay, don't remove the gap. First of all, I'll make it 45. 45, and then I'll again target the right one. The right one will be taking again 45. I'll just say both of them will be taking equal space. All right, so let's see how it works. So you can see that as soon as I reach this 800, you can see that both of them are taking 45, but the problem is things are a bit messed up. Okay, let's make it 40 and let's make it 55 around. We are just playing around. Okay, we are just finding that what fits better. So you can see that yeah, it's looking better. And now let's look into the sections, and once I reach, I'll just say that once I reach 600 pixel, I want to first of all decrease the size of this heading. All right, so go back to account settings, and you can see that actually I have this h1. Okay, so I'll be targeting this, and let's say I'll be targeting this at 800 only. Okay, I'll just say that it is having some font size, less of font size. So I'll just say it has taken 20 pixel. So you can see, yeah, 20 pixel is small. And similarly, I'll be just saying that in account settings, we have actually form label. Okay, so I'll be just targeting them directly. Just copy this and I'll paste it here. And let's say the label is now taking 16 pixel. Okay, 16 pixel. So you can see that the label is now taking 16 pixel and it looks fine. So if I collapse it more, you can see that around 500. I think I must make it a row now. I think I must make it a row because right now, I must make it a row because right now you can see that this is a column. This is a column. But if I make it a row, that means this left section and right section will be in column. Okay, so I'll just say that left section will be in top and right section will be in bottom now. All right, so how can I do that? Just visit the user profile section, and here you need to do one more thing. Just copy this and paste it here, and I'll say as soon as I reach 500 pixels, as soon as I reach 500 pixel, I'll say that first of all, make my outer container as row, this container as row. All right, so user profile section, not user profile section, I'm actually talking about this one. Okay, user profile in. Okay, so I'll say my user profile in is actually row, that means left is in left side, right is in right side. Now I want them in column, that means left in top and right in bottom. All right, so how can I do that? I'll just say justify okay, align flex direction as column. Okay, By default it's row. If you haven't specified, then it will be row. Now flex direction is column. So let's see that if I reach 500, you can see flex direction is column, but we need to do one more thing. We need to give them full width. Okay, so I'll just say that my left section will be having full width. I'll just say 97% around. Okay, around 97%. And this will do one thing. You can see that it's taking 97%. I actually make it align self as center so that it will be aligned center. You can see now it's in center. And here in the bottom, you can see that we have this one. So I'll just again say that the right section is here. So I'll just copy this again and paste it below. Again, I'll say that the right section will be taking 97%. All right. So here you can see that, yeah, it looks pretty much fine and it's pretty much responsive. Okay. So you can see when you have selected the account settings section, it will show this profile information. Okay. I guess we need to do one more thing. I'll just say align self center. Okay. So now it will be in center too. All right, so I guess it looks fine, and I need to work on the sidebar because I can say that it's too large, so I'll be fixing this now. So as soon as I reach 500, I'll do one thing first of all. Let's say that first of all, I'll be removing this minimum height. Okay, we don't need this minimum height now, and also for the same, we don't need this minimum height now. All right, minimum height I'll just say 0. Okay, because we need to remove this one, so we need to specify the minimum height. All right, so now what do we have to do is I'll just make it smaller, or I'll just, it's too scrollable. Okay, it's too scrollable. Like if somebody wants to visit the change password section, it's here, but you need to scroll it. Okay, so I'll just make it something like a navbar. You can see the navbar is something like this, so I'll do the same for this one. All right, so what can I do is I need to visit the user sidebar. Okay, so we have the sidebar here. Okay, sidebar is here. So here you can see that we have this container, right? We have this container. So what I'll do is I'll be just closing all of these, just close them. And then you need to do one thing. Um, I can say that when I reach 500 pixel, okay, when I reach, first of all, I'll say that user sidebar. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll just say at the rate media screen. And when I reach 500 max width, 500 pixels, then first of all, I'll remove the display. Okay, I'll remove them from the display. So I'll say dot s1 dot, comma dot s2. I'll just say display. Okay, let's see that if it works. So it's not working because I guess we need to copy it all together. So we need to actually pass these all together. Okay, so I'll be just pasting it, and now let's see. You can see that those sections are gone. Okay, and then we need to create this kind of drop down with this kind of drop down. So what can I do is in user sidebar, let's see that we can actually make it better or not. We can do one thing. We can do a better approach. Instead of this, I'll be just decreasing their sizes. Okay, so how can I do that? First of all, I'll just copy this, paste it here, and let's say the gap is around 2 pixel and the padding is 3 pixel. Okay, let's see that if it works. So you can see that the padding is small and it works fine. Then first of all, you can see that the user sidebar is aligning everything in column. So I'll just say that things will be in row. Okay, things will be in row. So I'll say display flex flex direction as row. Okay, flex wrap is wrap, and gap between each is 2 pixels. Okay, so you can see now things are in row. I want things in center, so I'll just say justify content will be center. Okay, center. Now one more thing, I'll say that first of all, here you can see that the problem with this is actually you can see that the size is too large. The size is too large. So what can I do is in user sidebar, you need to visit the user sidebar again. Here you'll be able to see that we have actually passed the span tag. Okay, we have actually passed the span tag. So we need to target the span tag. So user sidebar, we have the span tags inside this. So I'll say that the span tag will be having the font size of around 12 pixels. So you can see that the span is now small enough. All right. And what else do we need is, yes, fine. All right. So what can we do is I'll just say that background color of this one will be white. Okay. Background color of this only the S1. We'll target only the S1 for now. Background color will be white. Okay. And then I'll say border radius will be 5 pixel, cursor will be pointer. And first of all, I'll say that I need some box shadow. That means I'll highlight it a bit. So you can see that it's highlighted a bit, but let's make it 25. 25. You can see, yeah, it looks fine. All right. Actually, the problem is the S2 one is not looking good enough. So I'll say that if I am in S2, we'll do one thing. We'll just change the color to green. It would look better. So where color one? Okay, instead of this, I'll just change this to where color one, and let's make it white. Okay, so it will be by default white and this color combination. Okay, you can see that it looks fine. And once I reach here, I'll just copy this again and paste it below, and let's make it S2. Let's make it S2. And what else do we need is, you can see that now it looks fine. All right. So now you can see the highlighted one will be highlighted with green and it looks fine. It looks fine. But I want more gap. So how can I do that? I'll just say that the gap will be 10 pixel between each. So you can see that the now the gap is introduced. I also want some padding. So for the padding, I'll say that the padding will be from top bottom. I'll just say it will be only having then left and right, it will be having this much. So you can see that the padding is fine. So I'll just copy this and I'll paste it here. All right, so the job is done and you can see that it looks fine, but we need some padding inside this also. So I'll just say that padding inside the whole container will be 10 pixel at least. So you can see now I have some gap. Okay, so you can see that it looks fine. So whatever section is active will be highlighted like this. Okay, so I guess now we can continue. All right. Actually the problem with this is I'll say that the SVG inside S1 will be having color of gray, right? And SVG inside S2 will be having color of white. It's not actually adopting the color, so now it will be adopting the white color. Okay, so you can see that now it looks fine. And if I am on a bigger screen, you can see it still looks fine. Okay, so yeah, now I guess we can continue. And what else do we need is, okay, fine. All right. So in the address section, and you can see that I have actually manipulated the changes in account settings. So same is reflected in the change password section because same styling is used. Okay. But now in the address section, you can see that again some different styling is used. So we need to visit the address section. So you can see that the address section each has the address container and it's inside address in. Okay. So we need to focus on that. And one more thing, like if I click on this ad, you can see that again the responsiveness is gone. So we need to work on this. So first of all, we'll be visiting this address in. Okay, address in. Then we'll be looking at this add new. Okay, so both are different. So we'll be looking at address in. That means if I visit this, you can see that I am actually talking about these three sections. Okay, address in. All right, so these three are available inside address in container. So I'll say that here you can see address in has 100% width. Don't worry about that. But yeah, you can see that we have this as 45%. Okay, address has 45% width. That means each container is taking 45% width. So we need to target this. How can I do that? Very simple. I'll just copy this for now. Actually need the delete button also. Okay, so I'll just copy these three. Just copy these three, and I'll say at the rate media screen. So let's say I will be targeting it from around 7. Let's see from when we need. So here you can see that once I reach 900, around 900, I want to make some changes. Actually, at 1000, I'll make some changes. So visit 1000, okay, 1000, and then I'll say that here, first of all, here you can see that flex wrap is wrap. Okay, I guess things are fine. And what else is okay? We actually wanted the items in column. Okay, so I'll say flex direction as column. So here you can write flex direction as column. So fine. So once I reach below 1000, you can see flex direction is column. Now what else do we need is we need to give them 100% each. Okay, so how can I do that? I'll just say that take 97% each. And one more thing, I'll just say align self as center. So you can see now they are in center. And I don't think we need to target this delete button for now because it looks fine. All right, so I guess it looks fine. And if I click on this add, so till now it looks fine, but I'll say that once I reach 900, I want to make everything in column. Okay, so again, we need to visit the add new section, this form section actually. And this form section is actually this one. Okay, so we need to target this one. Okay, this form section. So again, I'll say that when I reach around 900 pixels, I need to make some changes. I'll say that first of all, yeah, they will be taking everything will be in column. Okay, everything will be in column. And so if I click on this, you can see now everything is on column. Whenever I reach below 900, you can see they are in column. But we want them to take 100%. So how can I do that? Again, I'll say that that means around 97% align self center. Why am I giving 97%? Because I want to give some gap in between. So you can see that if I click on this add, yeah, it looks fine. Again, if I am talking about the add button, this add button is too large actually. Add new BTN. Okay, so just copy this. And if I reach below 1000, I'll say that this add new BTN will be taking around 20 and 20. Let's see. So if I click on save again, you can see not fine. All right, I guess now it's fine. Now it's fine, and you can see the add button is something like this. Okay, fine. And I also want one more thing. I'll say that the margin is 10 pixels, so we'll actually get some space. All right, so I'll do the same from above one also. So I'll just cut this and simply visit the add new BTN. Okay, now I guess it's fine, and you can see that the add new BTN is something like this. Okay, fine. And what else do we need is we actually need to remove its padding. Okay, so again, if I make it normal, you can see that now it's in center, I guess. Okay, not this one. We need to target the add new BTN. You can see that the add new BTN has some padding, so I'll remove that padding. So you can see that because of that padding, it's something like that. If I give it font size of around 16 pixel, let's see that if it takes 16 pixel or not. It's not taking. Okay, let it be. I'll just make the padding as 5 pixels. So it will be fine. So you can see that 5 pixel is fine. If I click on this, it shows me this page, and if I click on save, it shows me this page. All right, very good. And if I reach below 500, I guess this will become smaller. You can see that now it's responsive. Okay, so the responsiveness part of these sections are done. Now we need to focus on only one section that is remaining. First of all, let's see illegal notice is fine. You can see that it's fine. Okay, so we need to focus on your order section. So how can I say that we need to target the your order section? Okay, first of all, we need to reopen this because it's a table, so it messed up. All right, so let's see till when it looks fine. So below 1000, the width changes. Okay, fine. So we actually need to target this at 1000 only. Okay, at 1000, I'll target this. Uh, I'll do one thing. I'll decrease the width. I'll decrease the width because you can see that the sidebar is still annoying. So user profile below 1000 pixels. Again, let's give this around 35 pixels, 35% only, and let's make it around 65. Okay, for safety I'll just give it 63. Okay, so let's see. So you can see that when I am around 1000, it still looks fine. So around 900 we need to make changes again. Okay, I'll do one thing. I'll just make it 30 again. Let's see. Okay, fine. So here you can see it's still not looking good because I made it 30, right? So I need to make it around 68. Let's make it 68. I'm just hitting and trying everything. Okay, so don't judge me on that. So I'm just trying things here. All right, so below 800, now we need to make changes below 800. So again, you can come here and just copy this. I'll say that in user sidebar, I need to make changes below 800. Okay, so just copy this again, and below 800, I actually want to decrease the size of this span. So I'll say that below 800, it will be taking this size only. Okay, so you can see that below 800, the size became smaller. Okay, fine. But the size became smaller. You can see size became smaller, but I need to change the width also. Okay, so again in 800, let's copy this user profile, just paste it here. Then the left section will be taking some and right section will be taking some. Okay, left section will be taking around 20% and right section will be taking around 78%. Let's see. So you can see that now it looks fine enough. And when I reach below 700, I can say that now it must be, now things must be decreased in size. You can see that once I reach below around 750, I'll change the size of this table. Okay, change the size of this table. How can I do that? Again, my table is actually in your orders page. Okay, so your orders.css. You can see that the your orders has some main heading and the table data. Okay, so here I need to say that at the rate media screen. So I'll say for now max dash width around 750 pixels. Okay, now we are targeting the table. So around 750 pixels. First of all, here you can see, just a minute guys, I need some. Okay, so now it's time to make the table responsive. How can I make the table responsive? Okay, so it's very easy actually. We just need to target the table. Okay, we need to target the table and make everything in column. Till now we are looking things in row, but now we are going to make things in column. So how can I do that? First of all, I'll say that my table is actually having some parameters. Okay, so I need to provide some parameters here. Okay, so I'll say scope is actually COL. Okay, so we'll be understanding this COL term, but it's very important to make a table responsive. Okay, so scope COL, and scope COL. Okay, fine. Now what I'll say is here you can see that I'll make every part as a label. Okay, I'll assign every TD as some label. Okay, so label can be, I'll say data dash label. I'll just name it as data label. Okay, and its label will be what? Its label is order ID. Okay, so order ID. Okay, similarly, the second one is order date. Okay, so just copy this and paste it here, and you'll say order date. Okay, order date. Fine. Now again, Um, I'll give the third one some label. This is the delivery status, right? Delivery status. Okay. Again, this is the total one. So I'll just say total. All right. So again, I'll say that invoice. This last section will be invoice. Okay, and again I can say let's name the heading also as invoice. All right, so till now you won't face any changes, but yeah, I changed this heading to invoice. Now I want things in a row, things in column actually. So you can see that this whole line is in a row. I'll make it a column now, and I also remove this header. Okay, I'll remove this header. Okay, so now you'll understand why I'm giving each of them some labels. Okay, because this is very important. If you want to make any table responsive, you can use this approach. Okay, so now what do we need to do is, okay, for now just remove this. Okay, what happened is, for now I'll just remove this. I want to understand something. Okay, we'll do this later on. You can see that till 800 everything is fine. Till 850 you can say that till 850 everything is fine. So at 850 I want to change the responsiveness of this table, not the sidebar. I'll change the responsiveness of this table. Okay, because sidebar is also important. That's why. All right, so here in the your orders I have assigned some CSS, right? You can see that my table has some things here. Okay, so this table is here. First of all, I'll set table layout as fixed. Okay, this property must be applied. Then here you can see that I have given some properties to them. Fine, fine. And yes, I guess these are fine. But I'll say as soon as I reach some around 850, I'll say that I need to make changes around 850. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll first of all remove the border from my table. So as soon as I reach 850, okay, the border isn't gone because we need to target the whole. Your orders, inside your orders, we have the table. Okay. So now you can see that first of all, the border is gone. Actually, it didn't had any border before, I guess. Very light border. You can see that the very light border. Okay, fine. So now what else do we need is I'll save guys, we can do one thing. I'll say that when I reach 850, I'll remove my table. Okay, I'll remove my table. All right, so again, I'll say that my table head, your tables, your orders, table head will be having no border. Okay, and then I have said that overflow will be hidden, position will be absolute, and so on. So you can see now it's gone. Now the header is gone. Okay. So now I have removed the header. Now I'll say that the row, the tr of each will be first of all display block. Okay, display block, and then I've given some border and some margin. Okay, so here you can see now it's in block, so it looks fine. Okay, it looks fine. All right, so I guess what else do we need is I'll say that I'll remove the borders from everywhere. First of all, I'll say border as none. Okay, for now I'll just say border as none. Let's see. Okay, it's not removing the borders. Okay, again, okay, I guess it was taking because of this one. Okay, so I'll just say that the border will be none for this also. I'll just copy this and paste it here. So you can see that the borders are gone. The borders are gone, and I have assigned each of them as display blocks. So it will be taking 100% width. Okay, so that's how they will become a, a column now. Okay, and one more thing, I actually can remove this if I want. Let's see. I don't know why it's taking this much. Okay. Oh, I actually made a mistake. I need to copy this and I'll paste it here. All right. One more thing, here you can see that I have assigned some data label. So data label is actually termed as a caption. So I'll say that in your orders, first of all, make it your orders table.td. Inside this, we have the table. Inside this, we'll have a caption. Okay, so it will be having some font size of around 16 pixel. Let's see that if it's visible or not. Okay, it's not visible. Maybe there is some problem with my responsiveness. Okay, one more thing. In the your orders, we have given this a delivery status. Okay, fine. Mm-hmm. Okay, so this is the data label, right? I guess we are not able to see the data label right now, so we'll see that later on. But yeah, you can see that the now table is almost responsive. Okay, so I'll make it more responsive in the next video. In the address section, you can see that the address section is pretty much there. Then in the legal notice, it looks fine. In the change password, it looks fine. Account setting, it looks fine. So you can see that all sections are responsive. It's just that we need to make it same for table. So we'll see that in the next video. But yeah, you can see that this complete section is being made responsive. All right. So I'll just upload the source code on GitHub right now so that you can access it from there. Git add, git commit, and git push. So guys, now source code is uploaded on GitHub and you can check out the source code. So next video we'll be focusing on the last section, that is the card section, and some remaining CSS of the user profile section. Okay, so we'll be looking into the card section and okay, I need to clear some keys first. Oh, sorry. I closed the server. That's why it happened. Okay, anyways, the source code is uploaded on GitHub. So I'll visit github.com/viraj014. Here you can follow me in the repository section. You'll find the Fit Grocery. I have just updated right now, so you can also mark it as a star. So if you want to see that on regularly basis, and if you don't find this repository here, you can search the name Fit Grocery here. Okay, so the source code is available here. You can find this. All right, so if you have any doubts, you can ask me in any of my videos. And if you want to contact me, you can message me on Instagram at the rate Harshal_3011, or you can message me on LinkedIn, Harshal Jain. Alright, so before ending this video, in the description you'll find a link of a paid course offered by Geeks for full stack development. If you want to learn full stack development using reactjs and node.js, that is a merge stack developer, you can check out this course. And if you want to become other kind of developer, you can check out other courses offered by Geeks. So there are some paid ones, there are some free ones. The choice is up to you. You can choose any. Alright, so that's it for today, and I will see you in the next one. Till then, see you, have a good day. Bye bye.